Today we're going to be looking at how to write equations in standard form and slope-intercept form. So I've written standard form up here. Standard form is always written as ax plus by equals c. So x and y are our variables, and a, b, and c stand for numbers. These are going to change depending on what our equation is, but they stand for the numbers that go in front of x and y and also the constant, so numbers that are just by themselves. So the important thing to note here for standard form is that our variables x and y are both on the left side here, and our numbers are always going to be on the right side. So if I'm given a problem, such as example 1, where I need to rewrite my equation in standard form. So my equation is y equals 4 minus 3x. So I need to get this equation here to look like my ax plus by equals c. The very first thing that you always need to do is make sure that you write down the formula. So write down the standard form formula, which is ax plus by equals c. This will help you not only memorize the formula, but it will also allow you to see what we need to change about this equation here. Once you've written that down, you need to identify which terms are on the incorrect side or on the wrong side. So if I look at this y equals 4 minus 3x and I compare it to what standard form is supposed to look like, I can see here that this minus 3x, this is on the wrong side. I'm supposed to have my x and y both on the left side over here, but this minus 3x is on the right side. So this needs to move. So I'm just going to write here that this is the incorrect side. The 4 is where it is okay where it's at because our numbers, our c values, are supposed to be on this side. And the y is also okay where it's at because y values are supposed to be on the side of my equal sign. So the only thing that's not in the correct spot is this minus 3x. Once we have identified what is not where it's supposed to be, we will do the opposite operation. We'll use addition or subtraction to rewrite the equation. So we want to add or subtract on both sides. We using the opposite operation. So I'm going to rewrite my problem over here so we have some space to solve. Y equals 4 minus 3x. My opposite operation here would be addition because I have a minus sign. So minus 3x, so the opposite would be to add 3x. So I add 3x to both sides. I cancel out on this side because they cancel each other out. And when I rewrite it on this side, I have a positive 4 left. On the other side of my equation, I have a positive 3x and a y, a positive y. When I rewrite in standard form, I'll always have the x term go first. So positive 3x plus y, because we had a positive y, equals 4. This would be our equation in standard form. Now this looks like our ax plus by equals c, because we have our x term, our y term on the same side, and our number on the other side. Okay, now let's look at slope-intercept form. So slope-intercept form is just another way that we rewrite equations. So this formula is y equals mx plus b. This one looks a little bit different. We have y by itself on one side of our equation, and then we have our x and our constant on the other. So this one is going to take the similar steps to solve. We're just rearranging it in a different way. So if my example here, example number 2, is x plus 2y equals 4, I'm going to start out the same way as I did with the other problem. So I want to write down my slope-intercept formula. So write down the slope-intercept form. It is y equals mx plus b. Make sure you write that down before you start solving. Number 2 is identify which terms are on the wrong side. So identify the terms that are on the incorrect side, just like with the other problem. So when I'm looking here at x plus 2y equals 4, I can see that y is on the correct side. It's supposed to be on the left over here. And the 4 is also on the correct side because our number is supposed to be on the other side of our equation. What needs to move is this x term, and also this 2 in front of the y should also go away. So since we have to get rid of multiple things, we should always start with our addition and subtraction first. So always add or subtract first. We do this on both sides. So I'm going to rewrite the problem over here. X plus 2y equals 4. So I'm going to start by subtracting x on both sides. Since this is a positive x, I knew that I was supposed to subtract because that is my opposite operation. So minus x to both sides. I'm going to cross out my x's because they cancel out and rewrite the problem. So I have a positive 2y on this side, and then I have a negative x and a positive 4. So negative x plus 4. Now, after rewriting, I have to get rid of that 2. So we always use division, divide on both sides to get rid of this coefficient of 2. So I divide 2 on both sides, and I rewrite my problem. When I'm rewriting this problem here, I need to make sure that I'm simplifying this giant fraction. So I need to rewrite it as negative x over 2 and 4 over 2. So plus 4 over 2. And the last thing that I have to do is just simplify these fractions. So negative x over 2 is the same thing as negative 1/2 x. And 4 over 2, when I take 4 divided by 2, that just gives me 2. So our final answer here in slope-intercept form would be y equals negative 1/2 x plus 2. That is our y equals mx plus b format.